Hello, I would like to discuss today what to look for when buying a house or when buying a condo. First, I would like to discuss when you buy a condominium. So, for example, you need to know the location. Of course, location is very important because it can raise up the market value of your property or lower it in a few months or so. So, depending on the neighborhood and the location, your property market value might go up. So, for example, in San Marino or maybe in Calix at the Cebu IT Park or Avida Cebu IT Park. First, you need to know the location. You should go there and feel the neighborhood or maybe experience something. I would advise renting a studio within the neighborhood, or if you don't like to rent, maybe you can go there at specific times of the day, like you go there in the morning, in the afternoon, or evening, or very late time in the night, so that you will really know the neighborhood, because you need to know the safety, especially if you bring your family with you and there are kids. So you need to know the safety of your kids, if the neighborhood is safe enough and friendly for the kids. Because if it is not safe, then please don't buy it. Just because it is cheaper, don't buy it. If it's not safe, don't buy it. Second, know the developer. If you are buying a condo or a subdivision house managed and developed by a developer, you should know the developer, because some developers, we just don't know, we don't want to name, but there were instances that they left the project for no apparent reason. They left the project. So you should know the developer. Use an agent or a broker, and see to it that the agent or the broker is also honest and truthful and is willing to help you. Because like me, I would really tell you, oh, please don't buy that because it's not good for you. Because for example, if the developer will not maintain the cleanliness, the housekeeping, the security, and even the building, if they won't maintain it, it will lower down the market value of your condominium. So take note. Make quick research about your developer. And then fourth, when buying a condominium or a house, make sure that your agent is conscientious or will really help you, because there are agents who will just get their commission, and then after the commission you can't see them anymore, and there are no after sales service. Me, in our team, we always make sure that we do the after sales service. I have received calls from the United States and even from here, foreigners, mostly Americans, who bought a condo here and then they cannot find their agents anymore. So make sure that your agent has a lot of posts in your Facebook, on their Facebook feed, because that way they won't disappear. They won't just disappear. And really, they do not know how to go through with the turnover, when the units would be turned over to them, how to go through with the turnover, something like that. So as much as I would like to help them, but one American, he would like me to help him, but I lack the information, and he will just kind of like come and go with emails. And you, of course, you sought the help of an agent. You should compensate, because I was just trying to tell him that oh, you should give me a special power of attorney, because I was ready to go to that developer and spend time and maybe process everything about his condo, but he's not paying. So in your own thoughts, why should you spend money to go there, and then he would not compensate you, right? Even if I am kind, I am nice to people, you should compensate me also when I do work for you. And another thing that you should understand truly when buying a condominium is the floor level. Right now, I have a very, very good lesson about choosing if it would be on the upper floor or on the lower floor. I think the best one is 5, 6, 7, 8th floor, because if it's too high, yeah, it could be very nice. You can see a lot of beautiful buildings, or maybe sea view, mountain view, something like that. But for example, in case of COVID, or in case of Odette, in case that there is no electricity or water, Sus Maria, if you are from the 20th floor down to the ground floor just to buy food or drinking water, I think you would collapse, right? 20th floor to ground floor. So you better think again about choosing very, very high floors, because earthquake is okay, it's fine, because buildings here are up to intensity 10. It's very good. The structure is it can endure up to intensity 10 of earthquake. But what you cannot endure maybe is when you go down from the 20th floor to the ground floor to buy water and food. Diba? Just think of it. So that's what you are going to consider when buying a condo. And also you need to consider the accessibility of the condo to public transportation, such as buses or jeepneys or vihar or something habal-habal, because if it is not accessible, you will be paying a lot for the transportation. So habal-habal maybe will charge you 80, 100, diba? So the cost of living would be higher too. Since we have talked, I think, over 20 minutes now. We will just take up the buying a house with our next video.